All right, good evening. It's your boy Big Rich, fresh off the streets of Queens. How you doing? Buenos Aires, good evening. What's popping? I know we didn't talk yesterday, but we're back to business. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to the Houston Astros that gave the Yankees that work, those Bronx bummers. You make sure you tune in tomorrow. All the Yankee fans about to get that work. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we get down. Let's get down to business. A lot of things to talk about. There's going to be a lot of stories coming out this week. I guarantee you. You know what it is? Business time, right? Let's go. This is one story that is gonna have you guys be winking. What the fuck? How desperate could these fucking feds be? These fucking feds. You know what I'm saying? Let's get down to business. It's hard to imagine a wise guy admitting a mob murder to a guy he just met in prison, especially when he hadn't acknowledged the killing in tape talks with his mob buddies. Even a federal judge found that hard to fathom. But in a fact filled FBI report obtained by Gangland, the two G men explained why Luchese mobster Christopher Londonio owned up to the Gangland style slang of gangster Michael Meldish and why he also sought the inmates' help in an escape plan. In mid September 2017, a top law enforcement officials declared that Londonio's escape plan sounded like a script for a made for TV movie. But based on a November 2017 FBI report, the escape plot rivals the one by the Tim Robbins character in Shawshank Redemption, the classic 1994 escape film starring Robbins and Morgan Freeman, of course, written by the Don himself, Stephen King. Not only did Londonio's alleged plan call for enlisting a wide array of characters, including his mother, his father, his strange wife, a bookie from the Bronx, and a priest, it calls for bed sheets, braided dental floss, a hacksaw blade, a safe house in Brooklyn, and a hideout in Monticello. And then there was the toughest goal of all, a crash diet exercise regimen to ensure that the 350-pound mobster would lose enough weight and get it squeezed through the prison's window. I need to lose weight. I just ordered some pizza, but I need to lose weight. In yet another bizarre twist, Londonio allegedly said that after he escaped, he was planning to whack the wife of one of his co-defendants for having snubbed his parents during a court hearing. In a 10-page report, the FBI agents that wrote that Londonio opened up to inmate David Evangelista when he learned that bank robber Evangelista was also facing heavy time for escape charges. Londonio hooked up with Evangelista when he was transferred to the MDC in May of 2017 to await trial for bank robbery and escape from a halfway house in 2016. Londonio had been at the MDC since February 2017 when he and accused triggerman Terrence Ted Caldwell were hit with federal murder charges in the Meldich rubout. The duo are in the second week of a trial along with acting boss Matthew Matty Madonna and underboss Stevie Wonder Crea. Evangelista, 44, is the prosecution's key witness about the murder. He's expected to testify next month. Disgracia! The other day, the most recent Cosa Nostra defector, John Panisi, who was made in 2013, completed 2 days on the witness stand during which he fingered Madonna and Crea as the Luchese crime family's two top leaders. Disgrace, disgraciad. We have a grass, mate. He's a bloody grass. According to the FBI report, the wise guy allegedly figured he had nothing to lose by trying to escape from the Metropolitan Detention Center because he was then facing the death penalty for the 2013 Meldish murder. That's when Londonio, quote unquote, confided in Evangelista about his plan. Right, the agents Theodore Otto and Christopher Munger? You might as well just be Tweedledee and Tweedledum, you fucking morons. Who would turn this report into their fucking superiors? You should be fucking suspended. Londonio then proceeded to enlist his fellow inmates' help and admitted his role as getaway driver in the murder, according to the agents. The mobster's resolve to escape was also fueled by his concern that some frightened co-defendants would cooperate with the government, ensuring his conviction, the agents wrote. Londonio's fear on those scored turned out to be unfounded. No one flipped. The prosecutors didn't seek the death penalty. But Evangelista, who has a history of mental health issues, feared he would be arrested as a co-conspirator, the agents wrote. After Londonio repeatedly told him he was determined to escape prior to his next court appearance, September 2017, state the agents, Evangelista babbled about the would-be jailbreak to the prison's psychological service unit. His anxiety was heightened, Otto and Munger stated, when Londonio told Evangelista that he used a razor to cut the caulking around an MDC window and used braided dental floss to begin perforating the glass. The would-be escape artist also showed Evangelista a box filled with bed sheets that he had been storing under his bed to lower himself down to the street from the 8th floor cell. The final straw, the agents wrote, was when Londonio told him he had sent an email to the MDC's chaplain seeking permission for Londonio's priest to visit him. The priest's mission was supposedly nothing to do with mercy, but so that he could smuggle a diamond-tipped hacksaw blade into the MDC that Londonio could use to cut through the steel window guards of his cell. The report also detailed Londonio's diet efforts. A central element of Londonio's plan involved losing enough weight to ensure he fit through the open window. Toward the end, Londonio began eating lots of bran and had been exercising furiously, running down the stairs, separating the tiers in his unit, and doing chin-ups, the agents wrote. Yeah, okay. He'd have to do 100 sit-ups straight to be able to fucking hold your weight up. Get the fuck out of here. Londonio had considered trying to make his way to the roof through an air duct, but canned the idea when he quickly realized he wasn't going to fit in the duct. According to the reports, Londonio told Evangelista that his mother and father and his strange wife were all parts of the plan, and also he had worked out with a Bloods gangster from Newburgh who had been convicted of murder and was facing a life sentence. A close friend, whom Londonio described as a big bookmaker from the Arthur Avenue section of the Bronx, was going to provide $150,000 to sustain him while on the lam in a home the Londonio family owned in Monticello and that was not traceable to his family. His mother had smuggled in the dental floss that Londonio would use to cut through the window after using a homemade tool to punch 2 holes into the sides of the window and a second tool fashioned out of an electrical clamp to snake the dental floss through the 2 holes in the sides of the window, the agents wrote. The floss would then be pulled back and forth, creating a sawing effect on the glass, which would enable Londonio and his Bloods partner and Evangelista, until he changed his mind, to begin their escape out of the MDC and down into the parking lot below in the middle of the night where there was lax security. Londonio's wife and his father confirmed the lax security, wrote the agents. It was based on 3 interviews Evangelista had with the agents, his lawyer, 3 prosecutors, and a Bureau of Prisons investigator between August 4th and October 27th of 2017, with the last one coming a month after Londonio was indicted for the escape. Evangelista told the MDC officials about the alleged escape on August 1st of 2017. Following one prison visit, his wife danced around in the MDC parking lot for a while but was never observed or escorted out, leading Londonio to believe there was no security camera coverage inside the lot. His father had been observing the perimeter of the facility at night after hours and told him that the exterior guard booths were unmanned late at night, said the agents. After Londonio, Evangelista, and the unnamed Bloods gangster tied the bed sheets together and used them as ropes to get down to the parking lot, they would be met by Londonio's father in the vicinity of the jail, given guns, and brought to the home of his father's friend in the vicinity of the MDC, the agents wrote. Londonio was also going to dye their shirts using Kool-Aid to avoid looking over suspicious while en route to their safe house in Brooklyn. Yeah, there's nothing suspicious about fucking your shirt being the color of blood. Yeah, Kool-Aid red. Okay. The initial plan had them waiting out for several days in Monticello, and while Londonio was going to get false documentation and cosmetic surgery. Okay, yeah, okay. Evangelista said Londonio changed the plan after Madonna and his wife showed disrespect towards him and his parents during a court appearance. Agents wrote Madonna didn't acknowledge Londonio's parents, and Madonna's wife shook hands with several FBI agents in the courtroom while ignoring his parents. Londonio revised plan involving stopping in the Bronx, the agents wrote, to kill both Madonna's wife and his unidentified partner in a loan sharking business who had stolen $200,000 from him. Londonio told Evangelista, they wrote, that his designs on Mrs. Madonna were a result of the disrespect Madonna had shown him and his family, particularly after all he had done for Madonna. Last week, lawyer John Marangolo told jurors that the government created a crime of attempted escape against Londonio and argued that his cross-examination of Evangelista would convince them of his client's innocence. Asked about the FBI's report's detailed account of Evangelista's allegations against Londonio, the lawyer said, "Wait for my cross-examination." This is fucking crazy. Taxpayers are paying for this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Great fucking story. Salute to Jerry Capisci. Gangland. Salute. We throw respect on your name and we throw respect on your website. Everybody go check it out. You understand what I'm saying? Big Rich, Ruckus Radio. You know how we do. Salute to everybody and have a great evening. We'll be back tomorrow with more stories. Hold up. You guys, come on. You guys thought I was going to fucking hang up the fucking show before doing a little smoking, a little smoke? A little bless the atmosphere. What are you smoking on? Are you crazy? I got some OG live resin mixed with a little bit of ice cream cake minky. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Let's take a pull. Blow some smoke into the situation. Let's not fucking hate. If you're smoking on swags, kill yourself. I'm only joking, unless you know what I'm saying. But no, seriously, get with the times. And salute to my man Mac. Oh my God, let me know what you're smoking in the comments, all right? And like the video. Stop playing games, man. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. We're popping right now. Salute.